incredible slate, the incredible slate of officers stepping forward to lead our association. As you may know, each of the candidates running for national office this year is running unopposed. But that doesn't mean this election is without significance. Your voice, your vote, and your engagement matter deeply. These leaders are stepping into roles that will help shape the direction of NAWIC. And tonight is an opportunity to hear directly from them, learn more about their vision, and ask your questions. So here's how today's session will work. We'll start with a 30-minute panel where I will ask a series of questions of our four candidates. This portion of the session is being recorded and will be made available on the NAWIC website later today. Once we finish the panel, we'll shift into breakout rooms and each candidate will be in their own room. And you are welcome to move freely between rooms to have a more informal, personal conversation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and meet our candidates. What I'd like to do, candidates, is for you to just give a quick, short hello and tell them who you are. Let's start with President-elect position, Jody.
Hey, Rita, thank you. So I am Jody Wimmerschlag. I am from the Southeast Minnesota Chapter 346. I have been a member for 14 years, I believe now, getting there anyways. And so I'm super excited to be running for president-elect. With this new board as we move forward. I just attended the Tri-Region Forum, which was fabulous. I had a lot of good times with a lot of old friends. I also was able to go to North Central, which was great. Unfortunately, I missed our forum in the Midwest, and I missed Caitlin's forum too. And then we have another forum coming up here next week, actually out in Cheris's land. So it's been really fun getting to know everybody. I've been in the construction industry for over 30 years. And I am a proud NAWIC member. And so thank you for hosting this tonight, Rita, and for being our moderator. I'm super excited for the conversations that are going to come about. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. Much appreciated. Vice President candidate, Shauna Alvarado.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you. I am Shauna Alvarado, CIT-CBT. I am with the Silicon Valley chapter of the Pacific Northwest in California. I have been a NAWIC member since 1996. I feel old when I say that. So next year I'll be 30-year member. I kind of say when I joined when like 6 years old. But technically I did. That was like my first convention with my mom. I am proud to say I'm a second generation NAWIC member, and my daughter is a third generation NAWIC member. So I think that's kind of a unique thing that I get to bring to the table, which I'm proud of. I am the CEO of a family lath and plaster company here in Silicon Valley, O'Donnell Plastering. I started from the bottom and worked my way up to the top. I have done every position in the chapter, regional, and have worked on numerous national committees and was regional director, I want to say back in 2008, 2010. And here I am, finishing up NAWIC secretary and hoping to be your next NAWIC vice president. And look forward to getting to know everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shauna. Our secretary candidate, Heather Groves.
Thanks, Rita. Like she said, my name is Heather Groves. I am from the Maine number 276 chapter, where I have been a member since 2012, 2013, somewhere in that region. I am a proud mom of two boys. I have a bonus son that's 17 and a little boy of my own that's 9. Many of you have met my youngest. I have been carting him around to NAWIC events since he was 6 months old. Poor little bugger. So I'm really excited to run for secretary and to see what this year has to offer and what to bring.
Thank you, Heather. Much appreciated. Our treasurer candidate, Charis Sunny Finney.
Hi, I'm Charis Sunny Finney, and I'm the current Pacific Northwest Region Director. I work at Anchor Insurance and Surety in Portland, Oregon, and I've been a member of the Portland chapter number 54 for 11 years. I'm a mom of 3 and I do commercial insurance. I'm excited to be running for treasurer.
Fantastic. What a great group, y'all. Appreciate you stepping up. Now I'm going to go right into the moderated questions, if you all don't mind. Starting out with this first one. Why did you say yes to running for this role? And what excites you the most about serving on the national board at this time? Let's start with Shauna.
Thank you. What excites me? Why did I want to run for this? I think just being very active in NAWIC, as one of the I think longest members on this term right now. But I think I still have that passion and I just wanted to continue. I think there's a lot more left in me and just being able to see where NAWIC has come from and where we're heading. I think it's, super exciting and just wanted to be able to extend my skills and leadership to be a part of that. And I think what excites me the most is I think where I thrive is the communication and to be able to work with our vice presidents. I think Jody has done a phenomenal job keeping that communication and kind of streamlining and meeting with all the committees and bringing them to the forefront. I'd love to continue that and to, just get everybody on the same page where we have committee chairs in each region, or if a chapter is struggling with a chair, to be able to just streamline the communication so we know where to find everything and we know when events are taking place, when meetings are being held, and to just work closely with the committees. So super excited about that.
Thank you, Shauna. Much appreciated. Heather, can you also give us your answer to this question?
I can. So I said yes because Rita called and asked. In all fairness, I love Rita 2 pieces. As most of you know, my name was on the ballot last year for secretary as well. As many of you in my close circle also know, I suffered with a lot of mental health last spring. So I decided at that time that it wasn't the best fit for me. It wasn't the best fit for my family. And NAWIC really wasn't going to get the best version of me that I could give to you. So that's why I'm really excited to run this year. I've got some renewed energy and I'm excited to be here.
Thank you so much. Charis?
I'm stepping up for treasurer to prove that it's not an intimidating position. While it requires effort, it's within reach for someone without an accounting history or background. The leadership pathway on the board is a major draw for me, and I'm ready to learn the ropes of each role.
Fantastic. And Jody?
Hey, for me, it's all about making sure that we're streamlining our operations, again, with Shauna's view on communication, and just making sure that we're giving our members the benefits that they deserve and the experience that they came here looking for. I believe in us and I believe in our association, and I really just want us to connect and be together and work together. And I really see this board moving forward in a positive way. So this is important to me. And of course, it took some time to think about it and do it. And I'm jumping in with both feet and excited to be here. So thank you, Rita. Thank you, Kelly, and Charis, Heather, and Shauna. This is going to be a great year. And I'm super excited with the opportunity for the regions that have directors where they've got, voting coming up. There are so many great candidates. I don't think you're going to lose in any way. So I'm super proud of our NAWIC members and wanting to step up, step in, and be a part of it and help us move things forward. So thanks, Rita.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Jody. As you know, since all of you have been on our board before, board service is a team effort. We don't always agree, and sometimes we have quite spirited debate and conversation. But ultimately, when we walk out of that boardroom, we have come to a consensus, and it's something that we all can feel proud of having gotten there. Now, how do you approach collaboration and consensus? Can't say the word consensus building, especially when perspectives differ. let me ask the first question. Let's go to Charis first.
Board collaboration is essential, and I've always believed in respecting everyone's opinions, even when they don't align with mine. I understand that we come from different places and we have different perspectives and backgrounds. And when we don't agree, I strive to keep my emotions out of the discussion and focus on facts and logic. And I really try to understand where everyone's coming from and find some common ground to figure things out together.
Thank you for that. Let me see, Jody, do you mind answering this question as well?
Not at all. And Cheris, that is so true of you, your logic and keeping your emotions set off to the side is definitely you. And I envy that in a lot of ways because sometimes I wear my emotions straight on my cuffs and that's how it goes. But you know what? I just think really ultimately we are here for one specific goal, and that is to work together, to be together. And no, we don't always agree on things, but in the end, we vote. We have educated votes. I spoke before when we were in Atlanta and when we were, in other conferences. This year is very different than how it was when I served as a director. Kelly has been very transparent and has let in the directors be a part of like pre-organizational board meetings. We get to talk about things before we actually have that board meeting to make sure that we're ready, to make sure that we're educated, and that directors and the executive board come together and they really understand what is in front of us. So for me, I really want to continue that in my tenure to make sure that we are continuing the openness, the discussions, because we do deserve that. We do deserve to make educated decisions, and then we're going to walk away hand in hand and move forward. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I mean, that is what we're tasked to do, is to take in all the information and make that decision in the best interest of our organization. Let me ask Shauna, would you mind also answering the question?
Not at all. I welcome this. I mean, I think it's what if we don't have conflict and resolution, how we can't really grow. I think it's important because what's happening maybe in the Pacific Northwest is not the same what's happening in the Northeast. So I think when we can come together with, any situations, I mean, I might not know it all. Well, what do you mean? I do. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, there is so many things that I'm not thinking, or we live in our everyday work life too that we're not always on point, or I didn't think of that. So I think when we could come together in any kind of discussion, I think it only brings out the best kind of resolution in any kind of problem, whether it's moving forward or just coming to an answer. So I think it's great to be able to collaborate and listen to both sides.
Or all sides, right?
Right.
Sometimes there's more than two sides.
Absolutely, absolutely, all sides.
All sides. And I think I just have Heather. Did I ask you to answer this yet?
If I say yes, do I still have to answer it?
You still have to answer it.
Oh,
Repeat.
darn. Okay. So, board service is great. I am the immediate past region director for Northeast, and I can say that during my term, there were heated discussions on the board. We absolutely do our best to keep our emotions in check. It's something that I know I personally sometimes struggle with because I like to say it all with my face before my mouth says anything. So I have to be careful in that sense. But it really is. It's about listening to the other side and listening to actually understand and not just listening to hear the other person speak. That's the biggest thing, is coming in with this a little bit of empathy as well, I think helps.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And we love that passion because that really shows to the heart of how much NAWIC does mean to us and to the industry. So passion it up, sister. That's all I got to say. What is one area of NAWIC's strategic direction or programming that you feel especially passionate about? And how would you support it from your role, the role that you're going that you're going after. Let me start with Shauna.
Oh, thank you so much for having me go first on this one, because I think it aligns with just what the vice president does and working with the committees and making sure we're moving forward with the strat plan. So I think a lot of it is just the communication, making sure that they're on task, following what the needs and the goals are of the board and what we are moving forward to for the future. So I think a lot of it is just keeping that communication between the committees and the national board so it all aligns together.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Cheris, can I have you answer that question?
Yes. So education definitely matters to me. That's why I'm planning to do 3 treasure webinars this next year, covering budgets, audits, and mid-year reviews. I want to be hands-on with our budget to ensure that it's balanced and transparent, but I also want to provide helpful knowledge to our members.
Fantastic. Let me see, Jody.
Yeah, so serving as president-elect, one of my top jobs, which I don't even consider it a job because I'm very honored to do it, is to work with the region directors. And to be 100% honest, that is why I'm here. I know, like, Jenny Mangas, Jen DeWeese, Jillian, all of these, everybody who has served Catherine has served as directors before, and it can be the very hardest job that you've done. And I really want to work with our directors, our incoming and our directors that are currently serving, and make sure that we are getting the most value out of their terms, serving that 2 years that they've signed up for to do. So I just see a lot of processes that I think that we can make a lot easier. I think working with our staff, is going to be very critical to the success of, having events, passing on information, doing our education. Shauna, she has done a great job in leadership development this year. We've also have, chapter development. And I just really want to see this continue to grow and provide an open line. My phone is always available, and I really want to be there because I know it's hard. I know it's hard to be a director. I think Angela Taylor is on. I think Angela Highland is on. I could name off several of you that are here to listen in, and we've all been there. We've all been there, right, Doreen? We know that it's hard to do this, and that is going to be one of my biggest focuses, is to make sure that our directors, Christy Stewart, you and I serve together, Vicki Nickel, Robin, all of you, Caitlin and Laleen and everybody. I mean, we've served together in this and understand how hard it is. And I want to be that pivotal person to make things easier. I really, really do. And for us to connect and communicate. So I could go on and on. Please join my breakout room and we can talk about that more. Sorry, Rita. Are you going to send me like the music to shut me up, or?
No, not at all. This is a great opportunity for everyone to get to know each of you. Plus, I have Velma who's doing the timekeeping on this, so she's laying down the hammer for me.
We'll blame her. Yes. Okay. Good job, Velma.
Absolutely. I think we just have Heather on this question.
We do, ma'am. I really could piggyback off of everyone. The biggest thing that I have always thought was communication. And as secretary, I get to be the one that gets to read all the meeting minutes and make sure they're up to snuff, and making sure that, all of that is trickling down to our membership. I know sometimes some of our information tends to get stuck in limbo. So hopefully we can help make that a little bit better this year and just be another voice for members on the board, knowing that they can come to me, and knowing that I have the best interests of NAWIC at heart.
Thank you so much. So here's the thing. Leadership sometimes, and who's kidding whom, often means making really tough calls. You're not going to please everyone. Sometimes you're not going to please most, but you have a duty to the organization to put the organization first and foremost. and our members first and foremost. How do you approach decisions that may be unpopular but necessary for the long-term health of the organization, even when they're unpopular? So let me start this time with Jody.
Hi. So I know decisions are very, very hard, and this board this year has definitely been challenged with that, as the boards before us too. You know, part of what our mission is and our statement is that we anticipate change and we move with change. And so for me, I think that when we have our conversations and we collectively work together and come up with a decision, whether I agree with that or not, I will agree with the board and I will stand with the board. And that will be the final decision. I will not take that any further than that because I trust in my board and will always trust in my board. So that to me, I guess, is significant to what we are tasked to do. You know, our code of ethics, our code of professionalism is just that. And sometimes decisions are not popular, maybe, but when they are necessary to evolve our membership experience and evolve our NAWIC persona, then that is what I'm going to go for. So it's a very good question. It's a very deep question. And I think we could continue the conversations, and we should. We should be asking all of those questions. So I want to talk more. I want to dig deeper.
Thank you, Jody. Cheris, could you weigh in on this?
Yeah. So personally, I'll use logic and facts. As a board member, my fiduciary duty is my top priority. And then in my treasurer role, every decision I make will be centered at what's best for NAWIC's financial health. And I will vote what I believe to be the best interest of the association.
Thank you so much. Heather, can we have your conversation on this?
Yeah, so really, if you're not making somebody angry, are you not pushing the status quo? Um, you know, you can't make everybody happy in life. It's trying to teach my 9-year-old that's very difficult sometimes. So you can use a lot of that life experience right there. You know, but really it's all about leaning into the conversation and really listening to what everybody has to say and taking it all into account, not just your own view, but looking at it from everybody's point of view and saying, okay, this may not be my absolute opinion, but it's for the benefit of NAWIC as a whole. This is the direction we need to go.
Thank you so much for that. And Shauna.
I agree with the past or the candidates. And I think exactly just listening, coming in, I might come into the board meeting with one thought and direction, and then hearing from others, we are, hearing something else, and then coming to a collaborative, decision. But being able to stand up and to speak your mind and to share your opinion, I think, probably being vocal is something I definitely don't lack. So I think that's probably my strength, but being able to also understand and listen, to everybody's thoughts, but also coming out of that board meeting on a united front. I think that's really important is, no matter how the decisions go or how I feel, is making sure we all stand together as one and knowing that it's not like, well, I didn't really think that, or that's not the way. I mean, we need to be united and to make sure we are in this together, making that informed decision and agreeing with it and being okay with it at the end of the day.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Uh, uh, our interim executive, Velma Hart, is on the call. Velma, do you have a question from the chat you said?
Yes, yes. Jackie Early has a question. Um, and I believe I just saw that Kelly has posted posted the response. So I won't belabor this question. It came just as you were calling my name. So if you have any questions about what has been posted, you can refer and ask another question. Jackie, thank you for the great question.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie. Always appreciated. Then I am going to move on to the last question before we move into the breakout session. Ladies, what is a leadership lesson you've learned that has shaped how you show up in your professional or your volunteer life? It's you can make it as personal or as expansive as you would like. Jody, that does not mean you can take 15 minutes on this. I'm just telling
Dang it. I was ready. I unmuted.
I know you are. Not happening. Let's start this conversation with Heather. Do you mind answering that question?
No, not at all. So what I've really learned in the leadership lesson is that you need to lean in and not lean back. I know growing up, I had a very one-on-one relationship, I'll say, with my mother. So it was a do or die kind of situation. You either bucked up and did it, or it didn't get done. So I didn't get a lot of that learn to lean in, to ask for help. And that's something that my NAWIC community has definitely taught me, especially as a leader within it, is that you need to lean in, you need to ask for the help. So really, I guess that would be my big lesson, is lean in.
Oh, that's a great lesson. Shauna, do you mind weighing in?
I think I was trying to read the question. I forgot it. The leadership
What is a
skills.
leadership lesson? What is a leadership lesson you've learned and that has shaped how you show up in your professional or volunteer life?
Got it. I think the biggest leadership thing that I have learned is to be able to pass on whatever skills that I've learned and been handed down, to give others the tools. Because I am a firm believer, I'm only as good as the team around me. So I want, I don't want to be the one. I want a team around me, just like I do in my own business life. Whether it's with the foreman or another NAWIC member, a committee or whatever. I mean, when I fail or somebody, it's not a matter of failing. It's a matter of lifting each other up, and we succeed together, or we are in this together. So I think that is one of the biggest leadership lessons that I have learned, to be able to pass on the tools so we can all, thrive and support one another.
Thank you for that. Charis, could you answer that question?
Yeah. A leadership lesson for me is the vital importance of representation, learning that a strong team mirrors diverse voices and perspectives to ensure that everyone is heard. That's the value that guides my leadership. I actively prioritize inclusion, relationship building, and empowerment to foster true representation. I definitely want to champion the women around me, and I want you to know that I'm supporting you.
Thank you. That's fantastic. And Jody, if you don't mind, would love to hear your thoughts on this.
Of course, and I promise I won't go over time, but look, ladies, I grew up in a small town. I currently live in a town of 444 people, right? And most everybody here looks like me. And what I've learned in NAWIC is definitely diversity. I've learned how to navigate and be in spaces that are respectful, that are inclusive, and that are empowering. I can't express how much NAWIC has taught me, and I would have never had these experiences if it weren't for me joining. I joined my little chapter in Southeast Minnesota. Look, Minnesota nice. And I've been all over the country and met so many different people who really have influenced the way I think and the way I want to bring up my kids and the way I want to bring things back to my chapter. My chapter president is on this call right now, and I just want her to know that everything I bring back is for them and for the women in NAWIC, in my Midwest region, for all of NAWIC, because I've been educated and I have learned there's so much more to do, but I would have never had this opportunity without it. So, Rita, I'll keep going, but you're going to give me the hammer.
No, I'm kind of ready to give you the hammer right now, sister.
I get it. I get it. Thank you.
So in an effort to make sure that you have time in your breakout sessions, I'd like to go ahead and ask that we move into those breakout sessions. Velma and Amber from the NAWIC office, thank you so much for making sure that we have access and availability to all our attendees. And remember, attendees, you can move from room to room. Make sure you get your time with each and every one of our candidates. They have really important things to say, and they would love to have more conversation with you. Velma, should I be doing anything, or are we good to move everyone into their rooms?
Amber has the helm and is already posting the rooms on the screen. So pick where you want to go.
Pick your
Have fun.
pony, y'all. This is kind of exciting watching everybody go into these different rooms.
Well, I must be dumb. I don't know how to go into a different room.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the rooms.
Doesn't
The
matter.
rooms
I
are at
was
the
gonna ask the
bottom.
same thing.
Hi, everybody.
Yep.
Hi,
I don't
Patty.
see it either.
The
I don't
rooms
see
are at the
anything
bottom.
either.
The rooms are at the bottom, ladies. If you use
bottom?
the right,
Oh, you have to click leave first.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
If you go all
leave
the
and
way down to
then,
the bottom, the rooms are at the bottom.
so we have to say leave and then,
Well, no, when I put leave, it says leave meeting though.
yeah.
I thought I was gonna.
Bottom. They haven't been opened yet.
Yeah, they have you leave, period.
So no, you hit join
There
to
is
We
the
no.
don't
meeting
have
that you
that.
want to go
It
to.
does not give you that option as a
Yeah,
user,
why
I'm
not?
telling you.
If you see the list of names before you, do you see the little box with the list of names?
No,
No.
Okay, okay.
no, we don't.
Then that is another issue because you should see the little box with the list of names.
See a
in front
white
of you.
box with a W.
It jumped up for me and it listed a lot of names there.
Yeah,
Maybe
and you
because
That
you're the
means you
host.
guys
scroll
might
down.
have to assign us.
Yeah. Amber,
Helps
can
when I'm not on
you do
mute.
that?
Um,
So
so yeah, somebody just say where they want to go.
It kicked
Charis.
me out completely. Charis, please. Charis, please.
Charis.
Let's
Yeah.
go, Paul.
Come on, Doreen.
All right, I
Let's
was
go.
going to Cheris, but now I'll go somewhere else. Send me to Heather.
Patty, where do you want to go?
I'll go to Heather now.
Okay. Patty, Heather.
I'll go to Jody.
Donna Rivas. Okay.
Karen,
Donna,
Jody.
Donna Rivas going to Heather.
This
Dr.
is
Karen
Chris. I
Weatherford,
wanna
where are
go
you
to
going?
Jody, please.
Chris, I heard you make a comment. Where do you want to go?
Jody, please.
Okay.
Heather, please. This is Dottie.
Thank you, Velma.
You're very welcome.
Christy
Wanda.
Stewart.
Jody,
Dottie
please.
going to Heather. Christy, where are you going?
Jody, please.
Can you send Jillian to Jody whenever you get a sec?
Jillian to Jody.
Nice
someone
background,
send Jackie
Julie.
to Jody?
Got you,
Yep.
Jackie.
Hey, Kelly, when do you send Ashley Taylor to Jody, please?
Yep. Ashley Taylor.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Lolene to
Katie
Jody.
Reinhardt.
Chris is still on the
Lolene.
screen.
Lolene, where are you going?
Jody, I think. Yeah.
Shauna?
Chris, you're still on the screen.
Sure.
Yes, I
Yes.
am.
Katie
Huh.
Reinhardt, where do you want to go?
And where do you want to go, Chris?
I want to go to Jody, please.
All right.
You're on mute, hon. Sorry, try one more time.
Oh.
Where?
Can I go to Heather, please?
Heather, yeah.
Heather.
To Jody, and she's not going there.
Got it?
I go to Shauna. This is Carla.
Carla going to Shauna.
Thank you.
This is Sam. Can I go to Jody, please?
Sam to Jody.
Sandy
to Shauna.
Sandy to Shauna.
This is Christy Smith. Can I go to Jody as well, please?
Christy Smith to Jody.
I just wanted to point out that we are not going to be able to leave rooms with it set up this way. If you're assigned
to Jody, please.
Can empty the rooms out. Okay.
Tammy Taylor to Jody.
Tammy Taylor to Jody.
So Jennifer,
Joni
we're going to
Allen to
be
Jody as
roaming,
well.
and we're going to be roaming the rooms as well. And so if you let us know that you want to go someplace else, we'll move you.
Sounds
Christy
great.
Carlin is going to Heather. Kelly Phelan is going to Jody.
I'll go to Heather. I finally figured out how to unmute myself. Catherine.
Okay, Catherine to Heather.
Hi, it's Paula. Can I go to Charis?
Yes, Paula, you can.
That was so nicely asked.
I know, it's lovely.
I know.
Love you, Paula.
Don't let her fool ya.
I'm sorry, how many breakout rooms do we have?
4.
You
Go
can
to
go
Jody's
visit
room, please.
Jody, Shauna, Charis, or Heather. Who do you want to go see?
Can
Who
I
first?
see Heather first, please?
Yes.
Caitlin, did I hear you?
Melissa Cummings.
Kira to
Jody's
Jody.
popular.
Caitlin, did I hear you say a room?
Tammy's going to Jody.
I just heard you. Now I don't.
Can you hear me now?
Kayla is
Charis.
going to Shauna.
Charis. Okay. I got you.
Hey,
This
it's
is
Sandy
Dub.
Marlowe.
Can I go to Jody?
Charis?
Dove wants to go to Jody. Yes.
Oh, but by the way, you can see it now at the bottom. At least I can.
Danielle, who do you want to go
Shauna,
see?
please.
Yep, Jen to Shauna.
And I'm trying to restart my DC universe. I can't do
Oh,
it.
it just popped up on mine too.
Yeah, but that's because we're clearing out the list.
Rhonda, who do you want to go see?
Thought she said Jody. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Anyone else want to be assigned a room?
Kelly, can I go to Shauna, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Robin to Shauna. Thank you.
Mary Lynn
Randy?
Haddix to Charis.
Absolutely, Marilyn. Here you go. Vicky or Sandra?
Can I go to Jody, please?
Absolutely. There you go.
Thank you.
Finally could unmute. I want to go to Jody, please. This is Rhonda.
Right, there you go.
Can you send Randy to Jody, please?
Absolutely. There you go, miss. Vicky or Heather or Randy. Oh, there are two Randys? Oh no, she's transferring.
Can you hear me?
Oh, quietly, yes. What's up?
Surprise me.
So, okay, I love that. Okay, we're gonna send you to Shauna.
Okay.
Have fun, Vicky.
Sorry, it kicked me out when you sent me to Shauna.
Oh, that's sorry about that. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah. Miss Nelson and Miss Shelton, who do you want to go visit? Oh, I see you saying Jody. So sorry. Both of you want to go see Jody. Gotcha. This is going to be easy. Thank you.
Right.
Great
Okay.
job.
Look at this.
Great
It's
job,
something
Rhonda.
new. I love this.
I told you
Yes.
it would, and it works beautifully. We are going to have to break up and move people because they aren't sophisticated enough to read the screen.
Yes. Rita, did you see how to do it? Or do you feel comfortable?
So it popped up. It says options. Is that where I'm going?
It says right now, if you bring it up, it says breakout rooms in progress, and then it says unassigned, and then it lists the different rooms, and it says who's where, right? Okay, so then
And then assign to, and then I pick a room.
Well,
Yes.
that was what you would do. But now, like, if you went to, Gloria won't mind. If like I go to Jody's room and see if anyone wants to leave, then if Gloria says she wants to come out, I click on Gloria where it says move to, and then the three rooms and the main session are going to come popping back up. So I can dump them into a new room, or I can put them back here, and then we have to play traffic cop.
Pick a room. Pick a room. Which one do you want? Maybe the one with the least amount of attendance in it.
Yeah, I guess Cheris. So I joined Cheris's. I'm
Yep.
sitting in the room, and then when one of the attendees wants to move to the other room, I can click on their name and then assign them move to, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So
Right.
I am
Who
going
wants
to
what
join
room?
Chair. I'll take a Cheris.
Okay. Kelly,
I don't care.
go take the
And we're
president. Go take the president-elect. That seems to be the most popular room.
Okay.
So in case any questions, up. Amber, you and I split. Which one are you going?
I'll go to Jody.
I'll go to Shauna.
Okay.
And then what time are we coming back?
That's a great question. Let's let the process dictate.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Watch your phone.
Melissa, hi. You're in the breakout room or in the main session again. Can I help put you into another room?
Yes, please.
Awesome. Where do you want to go?
Who's left?
So it's Jody, Charis, Shauna, and Heather are all hosting breakout rooms. So who
Okay,
did you
talk to
go from?
Heather. I came from Heather.
You want to go see Shauna? Is that what we said?
I came from Heather. Who's Jody? Is Jody on the East Coast?
Jody, yeah, Jody's in a room. You want to go see Jody?
Yes.
So just so you know, in the bottom, like right-hand corner of your screen where it says leave, it should give you an option to leave the meeting or to leave the breakout room. And that's how you kind of got back here, right? It should
Yeah,
also give you
no.
an option about where to go, just so you know, but I'm happy to help. I'm
Yeah, no, it doesn't. On the top right-hand corner, it says leave. And then when I go to the bottom, it says mute, start video, participants chat, reaction, share, record, AI, whiteboard, notes more. And then
Oh,
meeting settings,
Melissa,
background effects. Yes,
will you click on more? If you click on more, do you see the
I did.
little, you did? Do you see breakout rooms?
Nope. It says meeting settings.
I'm
Do I have a
sorry
breakout
about
room?
that.
No, you're fine. I'm just
No.
gonna see you to Jody, and if I see you pop back into the main one, I'll pop back here and we'll keep you moving around, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're going to Jody, okay?
Okay.
All right, I hear I need to go visit Shauna.
Yes, yes, I was coming to,
Are you gonna go to Jody then?
I will go to Jody now.
Thank you. Linda, hi, you're in the main session. Are you just joining or did you come out of a breakout room? Linda, can you hear me? Linda, so if you are new to the meeting of the town hall, we had a moderated panel for the first half hour, and then the candidates are actually in breakout rooms so that members can have like that one-on-one opportunity or that more informal setting to ask the members and get to the candidates their questions and get to know them better. If you let me know who you want to go visit, I can help send you to the breakout rooms hosted by either Jody Wimmerschlag, Shauna Alvarado, Heather Groves, or Chair Sunny Finney. Can you put into the chat or unmute yourself and let me know where you'd like to go? Okay. I don't know if she figured that one out herself or if she left. Oh, she figured it out. Look at her. What?
Sorry, the one that was in the main.
I left to come out and pick her up, and then
Hey.
she didn't say anything, but then she got herself into Shauna's meeting. So I'll go back to
Perfect.
Shauna. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Jane, hi. Thank you for joining us at the town hall. Can you unmute yourself real quick?
I somehow got off. I tried to go into the breakout room and
Oh man, do you have the controls and because they are open so everyone can move themselves, or do you need me to put you into a breakout room?
put me into one because I tried it.
Where do you want to go?
What are my options?
You can go. You can see President-elect Jody Wimmerschlag. You can see Vice President elect Shauna Alvarado. You can see the Treasurer-elect Chair Sunny Finney, or the Secretary-elect Heather Groves.
President-elect.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna go see Jody. Thanks,
Thank
Jane.
you. All right. Maybe.
I'll try one more time. There we go. Oh, good job.
Hey,
Gosh,
Jody and Shauna.
I was in the middle of the whole conversation.
Oops.
That's okay. It's all good. That was fun.
That
Good.
was a thing.
Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear your voice, Shauna. Heather, Charis, Rita.
Yep.
Great breakout sessions. I think lots of good information, Lolly. And you were the topic in one of the. There might have been some box wine discussions. I'm just
Oh
putting
no,
it
don't
out
do
there.
that. What? Don't do that.
Yeah, we need Lolly's suggestion on the best box wine.
Can't do it.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think
it's Franzia.
It's called Chalabo. That's my mother. She called it Chalabo, not knowing that it was Chillabo. I love my mom.
I'm just waiting for all the rooms to close out and for
Yeah.
everyone to come
Then I
back
should
into
take
the
them
main
out.
space.
They're closed, Rita.
Are they closed? Okay, we have everyone in the main sessions then that wants to be?
Yep.
Sounds awesome. Thank you, ladies, for hosting each of your individual rooms and for all the thoughtful conversation. This wraps up our panel discussion. Thank you again to our candidates. You are the future of NAWIC, and you are much appreciated. To our members watching this recording, we hope today gave you a clear sense of who these candidates are, the values they bring, and how they will serve our association in the year ahead. Remember, voting opens May 15th and runs through May 31st. May 15th, that's tomorrow. You'll receive your ballot via email from announcement@associationvoting.com. If you don't see it, please be sure to check your spam or your quarantine folders. And if you still don't see it, please reach out to Amber K at nawic.org if you need assistance. They're really great at making sure that your ballot is available to you. Even with uncontested races, your participation sends a message that you care about NAWIC's future, that you're invested in the leadership guiding us forward. So thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for staying engaged and being a part of this community. For those of you joining us live, we now invite you to continue. Are we opening up the breakout rooms, Velma, again, or have we shut them down?
No, that was way too much fun. So we're breakout rooms are closed.
It is all good. Again, these leadership roles require time, vision, and heart, and it's inspiring to see the commitment of each and every one of our candidates and the future that they are bringing to our association. It is bright, it is shiny, it is all the things that we need it to be, and it is something that I'm excited to see how your voting ends up coming across. Let's put it that way. Other than that, thank you for being a part of this election, for all you do, every single one of you, members and candidates alike. You help NAWIC grow stronger. We help NAWIC grow stronger when we work together and work for a shared future. So have a wonderful evening. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Thank you.
Night. Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Good night.